Let me tell you why I'm so happy. Because it looks like there's a new couple in Hollywood. Aaron Pierre, that's Teyana. They have been spotted together several times recently. But they seemingly made it official after the Oscars. So they both posted these.
Aaron Pierre, also known as Vasa, is sparking some controversy, with people raising red flags. And no, we're not talking about any Disney movie soundtracks. Aaron's ex, Jessica Hardwick, has been outspoken and is clearly warning Teyana not to get too comfortable. Why? Well, it's because CIS claims Aaron is just stringing Teyana along and that she's not even his type. When you see Jessica, you'll understand what she means. So, is this a real connection? Or is Aaron just using Teyana to boost his own status? Let's dive into it. Aaron Pierre and Teyana Taylor have been making waves recently, and for good reason. Their chemistry and looks have caught everyone's attention, especially after their black and white photo shoot for the Oscars. Teyana posted the pictures on March 3rd, right after the Oscars and Vanity Fair after party, and the energy was undeniable. Her caption read, "Oscar night in black and white, no gray area." Plus, she chose the track Take You Down, which fit perfectly with the vibe. On the other hand, Aaron posted the same photos, but without any caption. No emojis, nothing. It's almost as if he was keeping his distance, soaking up all the attention without officially acknowledging her. The situation got even more suspicious when they were spotted looking cozy together at the Vanity Fair after party, hanging out, with Niecy Nash and her wife. And this wasn't the first time they were seen together. Back in February, they were at the American Black Film Festival Honors, having a private conversation that seemed to say, "I'm into you, but I'm not going to make it too obvious." So while they're not openly declaring anything, the gossip is getting loud. People are noticing what's going on. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Even though Aaron has been low-key about his personal life, the internet did its usual thing and started digging. And guess what they uncovered? Jessica Hardwick. Oh, Jessica is about to reveal why people are raising eyebrows when it comes to the whole Teyana situation. And Jessica, well, she isn't a woman of color. So when people talk about Aaron's type, there's a noticeable contrast between Jessica, his supposed type, and Teyana. Jessica isn't just sitting back and letting things unfold quietly. No. She's been very vocal, making it clear that Teyana might want to watch out because, according to her, Aaron's likely to drop her soon. If there's any truth to what Jessica's saying, Teyana might need to stay alert, because the rumors say that Aaron has a preference for white women. When you look at his past relationships and his current situation, it's becoming pretty clear that Teyana doesn't match his usual type. And I'm not the one saying this. Jessica is making sure everyone knows. But here's where things get complicated. Is Jessica just bitter and making things up? Well, hold on, because it doesn't stop there. There are more pictures circulating. Of Aaron, aka Mufasa, with another white woman, this time an Australian named Hannah Hurst. From the looks of it, these two were getting pretty close. And guess what? They were seen at a wedding together. Now, taking someone to a wedding, that's not just we're friends behavior, that's this is my lady kind of energy. And yes, it's clear that there's a pattern here. Hannah, just like the others, is white. Aaron seems to have a type, and it doesn't appear that Teyana fits it. If you need more evidence, there's even a picture of Aaron kissing Hannah on the forehead, something that usually signals intimacy and affection. So yeah, this isn't just a bunch of gossip. It's not just people making up stories. There's more going on here, and it starts to make sense why Aaron has been keeping his personal life so tightly guarded. His dating history? It's almost impossible to find anything, like he's been deliberately quiet about it. Now we see why his personal life is a bit of a scene. Jessica Hardwick, his so-called girlfriend since 2019, and now, boom, there's Hannah Hurst. He's been posting all these intimate pictures and attending weddings, and now he's stirring up rumors with Teyana Taylor. It's giving off the vibe of someone quietly collecting girlfriends. These women aren't seeking the spotlight. They're not the kind to draw attention every time they walk into a room. Let's be honest, they're not A-list stars. They're not draped in designer clothes from head to toe, and they certainly aren't making headlines on the regular. This is where the biggest difference lies with Teyana. She's bold, she's flashy, and she's a true queen. When she steps out, her Outfit is always on point, and she's been in this game for years.
Hey, I'm Teyana Taylor. I'm wearing Christopher Rogers. Get in.
Even people online are noticing the difference. One user commented on a photo of one of Erin's exes, saying she seemed humble, modest in her outfit, and likable, wishing them well. That comment says a lot. It seems like the type of woman Erin typically goes for, soft, quiet, and the complete opposite of Teyana's bold, high-profile energy. Now it's starting to make sense why Lori Harvey isn't even entertaining the idea of getting involved with Erin Pierre. She took one look at the situation and immediately shut it down. And honestly, I can't blame her. She's played the PR girlfriend role before. But could Teyana unknowingly be stepping into that role? Here's the backstory. TikTok personality and pop culture commentator Shara Mason tried to play matchmaker by suggesting that Lori and Erin Pierre would be a great couple. On paper, it made some sense. Lori had previously dated UK-based stars, like Dams and Idris, a British heartthrob, so Shara thought Erin might fit the bill. But Lori immediately shut that idea down. She responded in the comments with a firm, "No thank you," which is way more than just disinterest. It's a clear, keep your distance kind of energy. The way Lori turned that down so quickly makes you wonder what she knows about Erin. Maybe she's been around long enough to spot a red flag from a mile away. And let's not forget, Lori is a major player in Hollywood. She's been linked to A-listers like Michael B. Jordan, Future, Dams, and even Diddy. So when someone with that kind of pull says no thank you with such conviction, you have to wonder what kind of whispers she's heard. Lori is definitely not about to get caught up in any clout-chasing games again. But the real question is, what's Erin's endgame here? Because right now, Teyana is a major star, singer, actress, director, and all-around triple threat. Let's not forget, Teyana is coming off her split from Iman Shumpert. She's single, glowing, and living her best life. But the real question is, does Erin actually have feelings for her, or is he just using the situation to stay relevant? One thing's for sure, don't play with Queen Teyana. The timing of all this is very interesting. He's just landed a major role as the voice of Mufasa in the Lion King prequel. And let's be real, this whole situation has definitely kept his name circulating in the media. But let's be honest for a second. Erin wouldn't be the first guy to date Teyana just for the spotlight. If you look at her dating history, there's a clear pattern that's hard to ignore. Teyana has been linked to some serious A-listers and top athletes. And while these relationships often start with love, they almost always end with the other person walking away with way more attention than they had before. Take Iman Shumpert, for example. When Teyana and Iman first got together, sure, he had a name in the basketball world, but being married to Teyana took his visibility to a whole new level. Their relationship had its ups and downs, and while people were rooting for them, we all saw how it played out. It got messy, and they ended up divorcing, with no clean break in sight. Then there's Soulja Boy. Yes, Teyana and Soulja Boy were a thing. I know she tried to keep it quiet, but it's out there now. The exact timeline of their relationship is a bit unclear, but what's known is that they were together for years, and they even had a daughter together. There were rumors they secretly got married in October 2016, and when Teyana appeared on the Wendy Williams show in September 2016, she dropped subtle hints that they might have tied the knot. But spoiler alert, they didn't. Like her other relationships, this one didn't end on a high note either. And let's be real, Soulja Boy's name was definitely buzzing more while they were together. So, once again, you've got to ask, was she really getting love, or was she just helping boost someone else's profile? And let's not forget about Drake, aka Champagne Papi, the certified lover boy. Back in 2009, there were rumors circulating that Teyana and Drake were involved, but this one stayed under the radar. There was no public confirmation, no Instagram, photos together, just whispers and speculation. But as they say, where there's smoke, there's usually fire.
Okay, so I have to talk about this. I came across a tweet where they said, I didn't know that Drake and Teyana Taylor dated. Honestly, when these pictures dropped in 2013, I forgot what the caption was. I think Drake posted it.
Teyana and Drake made a few public appearances together, showed up in music videos, and fans definitely noticed their chemistry. However, despite all the sightings, neither of them ever directly addressed the rumors. So how serious were they? Was it just another PR move? No one really knows, but one thing is clear. Being associated with Drake will definitely keep your name in the spotlight. Looking at how their situation played out, you can't help but wonder, was this just another case of Teyana helping boost someone's fame? And then there's A$AP Rocky. Yep, another name on the list. Back in 2014, rumors started swirling that Teyana and A$AP were involved. While they never officially confirmed anything, no interviews, no public Instagram posts, the streets were buzzing. Just like many of Teyana's past relationships, this one didn't last long. They reportedly broke up shortly after people began to notice, and what's wild is that right after that, A$AP was linked to Iggy Azalea and Chanel Iman. Clearly, he wasn't wasting any time. He was doing his own thing. Then we had Chad Johnson. This one lasted a bit longer, about 4 years, starting in 2016. For a celebrity couple, that's practically an eternity. Fans were invested, especially when Chad spoke about Teyana's rise to fame on a reality show. But, like the others, it ended on a sour note. When they split, Chad didn't hold back his disappointment. And of course, people started wondering if he was just riding Teyana's wave until it was time to move on. After Chad, Daniel "Boobie" Gibson stepped in, and their relationship lasted from September 2008 to February 2009. Like the others, it ended just as quickly as it started. Then, there was Colin Kaepernick. Teyana and Colin had an on-again, off-again thing going since 2013, but by 2014, it was over for good. That's when Teyana made it official with Iman Shumpert. When you look at the pattern of men in her life, athletes, rappers, and A-list entertainers, it's clear that many of these guys have gained significant clout after being with her. But let's be honest, looking at the list of Teyana's exes, it's obvious she's had quite the journey. No shade, but compared to Aaron Pierre, her dating history is much more intense. So it's not surprising that Aaron might want to jump on the bandwagon. After all, he gets to capitalize on her fame, keep his name in the press, and maybe even gain a little more on the side. It seems like a win for him, right? That's exactly why Aaron's ex, Jessica Hardwick, is out here warning Teyana. She knows the playbook and understands the game. Now she's just sitting back and watching it all unfold. Don't forget, Aaron has a type. And while Teyana is a queen with amazing energy and talent, she doesn't exactly fit that description. So, what's next? Will they continue to show up at events? Has Aaron's type really changed? Or will this fizzle out just as quickly as it started?